Welcome back to the Barebone Soccer Podcast. I'm Dan. That's Ian. And today we're talking about why soccer friends are the best kind of friends. It should be pretty obvious, but
How much explanation do we really need? Yeah.
I think it'll be a fun one to dive into from soccer people. And what were the other topics? What the hell else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. You
Shit.
tell me. No, I'm kidding. We were prepared for this,
We were.
or so we thought, but we do want to discuss a little bit of the options, right? As the seasons change,
Yes.
in the great state of Colorado, maybe some options that we have that you didn't know existed or you didn't think were possible, and now that they are, we're here to talk about it a little bit.
Playing options for adults in the winter, and people all across the country probably struggle with this. If you're not in a state that doesn't really have seasons, or if you are rather.
Yeah. Well,
So
that being said,
Yeah.
it's really, I think, about the point that you have less options,
yes,
or you think that you do.
yes.
So, and then cool guys like us might come in and disrupt the whole system, dismantle. And
We're the soccer anarchists, if
Yeah.
you will.
that's a great.
What about
Wow. Did we just do our live news slogan? Keep that up here. I mean, it's on the recording, so we don't have to. But either way,
it will come out at some point that we are the anarchists of soccer.
look forward to that in some merch potentially soon. That's what I think. To imagine that.
So-
We are going down the weeds with this right now, but like, fly out.
Freaking fly is really up in our grill today.
It actually was last time. I don't know why. We
Yeah.
had food earlier and the fly wasn't bothering us at all.
Yep.
Now it's like, oh, you're situated and you're ready to do your thing without any food. Cool. Let me come.
Let me come fuck your world up.
Sick. Anyway, so first and foremost, as we were saying, our friendships that we've gained
Oh man.
through soccer, right? Why has it been so special? Maybe.
No.
Why has it been so special and great and I guess unique, especially maybe living in Denver or in Colorado specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can start with that, I think, right?
Well, we met due to the beautiful game.
Playing the best style that there is
Street ball, futsal,
in a warehouse.
in a
What are the odds?
coming full circle
And really, we haven't even like discussed that
Yeah, that's
circle.
true.
movement. Yeah. I don't think
in
so.
in Rhino
Yeah.
too.
Haha.
So
How do we do that one?
we're playing a Volo league, and I think I had posted on a Facebook group, right?
Long hair Dan.
Long hair Dan. It was down to here.
Same.
I miss it sometimes. Yeah. Ian had hair too.
Yeah, one time.
And I was looking for a few extra people to. I was like somewhat in the soccer community at the time. I had only been in Denver for
You want it to be.
a couple of years at this point. And yeah, I wanted to be more involved, and I was posting a lot in groups
Yeah, you were.
to go, let's go form pickup over here. Let's go do this thing over here. And, with some success, and had a few good pickup sessions with people. This was kind of the beginnings of Bare Bones. And then I'm like, I want to have a freaking indoor league, do some futsal. I posted on, I was a team captain for a Volo game and formed a team, had some people come join, and I was still missing a few people. So made a post on a Facebook group, and Ian hits me up. He's like, I'm in.
Man, oh yeah. You said the magic word. As you know, you said the F word. So, he got me. Just like that.
Feet pics.
Well, that too, yeah. He was offering that as well.
Yeah.
I caved hard for both offerings. But not funny. It's actually not funny at all. But the last time I played in a league, you know where that was?
Huh.
You know what happened to me?
Was it at the Rhino Futsal or
Mhm.
the factory?
What happened to me a year ago this time?
Oh, was it hamstring?
Quad. Re-injured it.
Quad.
First game back. And I
I
said,
remember.
"Fuck this."
Was it in our league?
No, you weren't playing.
Oh, okay.
It was Caroline, Sergio. It was Caroline and Sergio.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, oh, sick. Like futsal, new people, winter. Well, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Why not?
Right? And then my bad luck in leagues just reared its ugly head immediately after like almost 3 years away from leagues. I had said I'm out. I think I was told this story before to
That's what
everyone.
leagues do.
It's what they do to us, man.
They bring the dog out of you.
Yeah, they bring us hope and desire, and then they just crush you.
What happened
So-
specifically that
And
injured?
I have explained this actually on the podcast. I
Oh,
think it's like our first or second episode.
That's right.
Yeah, it was just like a classic. Like, there's just so much more adrenaline in leagues, even if it's not super high stakes, even if it's not an A league, like whatever. It still is like inherently still a different level, right?
Mhm.
There's a different mindset going on. The gears are shifting in a different way, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a prime example of that, like to the max. So you know how my adrenaline probably is at pickup to begin with?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So imagine like leagues where something's like quote unquote on the line now, right? You paid for it, right? There's an expectation. You're trying to beat someone for real.
Yeah.
And it just, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I get hurt every goddamn league.
Yeah.
I have like multiple occurrences of different injuries that I can look back on just being in Colorado, being like, why doesn't this work for me? Why does my preparation need to be exponentially greater and still not be sufficient because of these? I'm just like, what the hell is happening? And they're usually not even like, I will say, they're usually not even like someone else messing me up. It's usually just me.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, because the quad one, again, twice in 5 years, had the exact same injury.
I feel like that's your
Lacing a
point
shot.
again. Like pickup versus league just brings something out
It's
of
hard,
you.
man. That's
But,
why.
like
That's why
it's
you
almost-
see people get hurt a lot.
it's weird. Like after because I think both of us don't do leagues too often, and we've been playing pickup regularly for the past 5 years in Denver.
But we may or may not be teasing and changing that for Barebones Soccer
We might.
soon. Hold, please.
Yeah, please hold. We'll go into it here briefly, but and I think it'll be a better way to do leagues, in my opinion. But pickup, going from pickup and casually hanging out, shooting the shit with friends, still competitive, but having a good time, and not focus too much on. Yes, we all want to play well. I mean, I definitely get down on myself if I'm not playing well, whether it's pickup or a league. But if there's not as much pressure, period, in pickup. And so when we're going into a league, we feel like, well, I'm here.
Expectation,
Yeah, there's
right?
this
The
expectation. So, yeah, I'm curious to see.
But that's also why we enjoy sport. Inherently, right? It's not all about, we can't sit here and say that it's all about pickup all the time, low level intensity. Like,
Right.
no, like our pickup sessions, like we do believe have a pretty good balance, a good opportunity to like show some flair, self-expression, but also like still have some little fiery competition in there. It's not like we just are screwing around.
And it
Like,
does get
some people want
fiery.
to play. People want to play for sure, including us.
It gets. I don't want to say too fiery sometimes, but there have been a clashing of personalities here and there.
Few and far between, though.
It's not going to happen too often because we set the tone for what Bare Bones is, and I
By
think
existing.
just by existing and
Yeah.
people understanding what we are and who we are.
Yeah.
But regardless, soccer friends, kind of back to the why soccer friends are the best kind of friends. I mean, for me, it's pretty obvious. It's like we are all part of this very niche culture that, honestly, especially in America and Denver, it low-key exists, but it doesn't high-key exist, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're creating it together. And so, specifically with Bare Bones, I think we all feel very attached to our friends in the group because we all feel like we're a part of this
Yeah.
thing.
It's not, I think saying that it's almost taboo in some areas is probably a little too far.
Yeah.
Because it's soccer. Like, this is a very popular sport still in America, whether you want to think that or not. There are still millions of people playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's happening.
but still, maybe for certain areas, it's not the first option, it's not the second, it's not the third, like either from a fandom standpoint or from a playing standpoint.
Yeah.
But then again, like I think we've seen it give opportunity to people that may not be soccer aficionados or like extreme hardcore ballers or something, still get an opportunity to come out, play, be a part of something where other sports, maybe you don't get that as much. You tell us, like, what do you see in other sports around Denver, other pickup, drop-in sports around other cities? Like, I've never played like rec or pickup basketball. You know what I mean? But
Me either.
But there's a basketball freaking everywhere. Everywhere in every single city, there are basketball courts over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
What are those communities like? You know what I mean? Like,
True.
do those kind of get the opportunity to like expand out kind of like ours has? Has it become a great playing and friend making ecosystem? I don't know. I'd like to think so.
Hope so.
I don't really know.
Yeah,
You could ask some people. Spencer, I bet would have that answer. Like
that's true.
some of our basketball players. And
Let us know though in the comments. Are there other sports out there that y'all know of that are creating a similar vibe? Because we could totally be wrong that like we just feel special because we have
Yeah.
our group, right?
It's just us.
It's just us. But
Just soccer.
from our experience in playing and building this community, it's unlike anything I've been a part of, and you just feel it's so much easier to connect with someone
Yeah.
having that background together. It's a
Yeah.
starting point.
Again, especially when you're not in a larger city like LA or
Yeah.
Atlanta or New York.
Denver's not
Chicago,
that
maybe.
big. It's
Small.
but
It's a small spot here.
that's also what makes the soccer community feel kind of big and small at the same time.
Yep. I think it's a pretty like exemplary city for that, actually.
Yeah.
So, which is why I think it's helped us enjoy it so much
Mhm.
because we have met. It's been our little melting pot, right? It's been
Yeah.
our little melting pot of people that are all coming together to form this little this gathering, this community, right?
Yeah.
So then you find those people, and it's like, oh my god, like that's great. Like you like this a lot too. Like fantastic. This isn't again. It's not LA or somewhere where you just know that a million ballers are all over the place. Right.
Mhm. Yeah. And I wonder too, in those other cities, you know, we're kind of keeping tabs on some of them, you know, Austin, Barrio Club de Football, shout out to them. They're creating something really cool. Obviously, Austin's a big city, so we don't really know what the gravity is of other, you know, communities or organizations like that there or in other cities. But we get the vibe that I know you visited a few of these places, Chicano Futsal as well, in San Diego, you know, so like, what was your experience when you're going to those? Did it feel like bare bones? Did it feel like, wow, this is just this tiny corner of the city that feels so exclusive, but inclusive at the same time?
Well, that's kind of part of why I like it. You know what I mean? Like, both of those communities or environments, and these are just from a couple experiences, right? I don't live there. I don't go there every month or every other month. I've been to Austin one time. My family's in San Diego, therefore I go to San Diego a couple times a year, right? I've gotten to know those guys and, you know, the president, those guys, and really awesome people.
Yeah.
But their environment is strictly, so no exceptions, street ball, exclusively on court, which is kind of still our area of what we love.
Yeah.
But we still have Saturdays on turf, kind of bigger games, right? We still enjoy that.
Yep.
Theirs is niched down even more, I think, for the true ballers too. For like the true ballers, not exclusively, but a lot of true ballers want to have that experience.
Yeah.
And everything that they've done so far has also been free.
Yeah.
So there's this inclusivity. Again, you could say like a niching down element as well, kind of like I think we have too. But it's even more, in my opinion. You're you're finding people that love one thing in particular,
Yeah.
and that is small-sided street ball, which is still a lot of what we do and what we are going to promote and continue
Yes.
to promote. But the Barrio has one spot.
Yeah.
They got one spot where they play twice a week, 3v3 on a court, never changes.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what their future plans are, but as of today, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Chicano futsal, I think 3 or 4 different locations. Cool as hell. Tennis courts,
Yeah.
right? Tennis courts, basketball courts, tennis basketball court. That's really like the two. I think they got really lucky with the rec center too, somehow for free.
Oh wow.
Like when one was opening, like during
So
COVID,
sick.
like during COVID or something.
Yeah.
So they happened to know the like director there or something, and had him
Damn.
in. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and I think those groups are super fortunate to have those spots. I love it. That is bare bones, man. That is bare bones. It is fantastic. So from a soccer standpoint, yes, I've personally seen a few others that I do think have that. I haven't gotten to know everybody when I've been to these places. Obviously, only been to Austin once, but still, from going there, from what I saw, it's like these people are tight with each other. These people are tight with each other, and not only that, they get each other. They
Yeah.
understand each other. Like there's that mutual foundation of support and understanding, and that second language of soccer for sure.
And the reason to, again, this could be similar in other sports communities, but when you see more of the same people, you become friends with those people, you get to build a stronger relationship with each other because you're playing together, connecting on the field, building that chemistry,
Yeah,
and it becomes stronger
That's so underrated.
off the field. Yeah.
That's like I think to make it personal, I think we both feel like that's such an underrated value of the game, of sport in general.
Yeah.
Especially what we see in soccer, especially your small-sided spaces. The smaller the game is, the more chemistry you need. To a degree, obviously different elements. You could say that the full-size game or 11s is just different, not exactly easier to have chemistry or harder per se.
Yeah. It's different.
I think doing pickup with 11s is honestly a nightmare. I think some people around the block and within our community may know that about me best, because I don't particularly love that.
The moment that we have a lot of people and people start making suggestions, hey, should we do big games? Should we get some goalies? Ian's like, I'm out.
Man, I twisted my ankle. I gotta go. Have fun. Yeah.
It's just different. It is, for whatever reason, I feel like 11s really brings out like the true tendencies of someone in
That
like
needs
how
to be
they like
more
to play.
vocal. 11s probably needs to be really vocal.
Yeah.
Like
There needs to be a lot of communication.
there's a lot of nonverbal chemistry and communication in the small sided game,
Yeah.
because you get exposed, even in pickup, you get exposed really quickly.
Yep.
If it's 4s, 3-a-side, even a small 5-a-side court, like you can get exposed fast.
Yeah.
And when you are exposed, you are exposed. Your
Yep.
pants at your ankles, one could say, you know? So I think there's that as well. But I think going back to like the different communities and different cities and different sports, one thing that I find to be interesting, and again, if there are American football fans out there that want to prove me wrong or tell me otherwise, something I don't know or haven't seen, call me out. Say it in the comments. Just say Ian is fucking wrong.
Tell them.
But when do you, for as big as a sport as football is in America, American football, am I just dumb, or why do I not see pickup football happening ever? Do they all just gravitate towards the league, like a
flag.
a flag or touch,
Yeah.
and just say, you know what, that's there. Like we'll just take that,
Uh-huh.
because it doesn't require anything more than what soccer requires,
Right.
does it?
No.
If football and 8 people
Mm-hmm.
to be pretty functional,
Mm-hmm.
what's the difference?
I have no idea.
and like the same amount of space that we would use on a Monday night.
Mm-hmm. I abandoned football long ago.
This is also personal for Dan.
Yeah.
So we're hitting up. This is a personal touch point, actually.
I didn't want to play football in middle school. I didn't want to play it in high school, but I was
But damn it, he did.
essentially bullied into continuing to play
That's right.
because I couldn't think for myself.
He got psyched out.
I was a people pleaser. Still am in some regards, but I don't know about you if you had this with any other sports or anything, or if you were just all in on soccer. But
No.
yeah.
I did karate, and which is
Ah.
very low commitment stress.
Oh yeah.
I was breaking boards though.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Did you get what was the highest belt you got?
Crap. I don't know.
So
Green belt with like red stripes, I think, on it. It was like a Christmas tree belt.
oh
I
yeah.
don't know why there was those colors in particular, to be honest. Like I really orange belt was that? I mean,
Yeah.
I might be making stuff up. I'm gonna be honest here.
I think those do exist. I did taekwondo when I was maybe 12. I got a black belt. And then I was like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
It's also not a sport, but I also did do Cub Scouts for a handful of years.
Hey, there's some valuable skills in there.
There is, yeah. That's
Don't
team building as well,
yeah. Don't burn down the forest,
for sure.
which these days I don't think a lot of people have abided by.
No, it's easier said than done. Clearly, easier to do. Actually, clearly, especially if you are an arsonist. So,
specifically. Um,
not a hard thing to pull off. Not that we're giving ideas out here.
yeah,
But to
please.
come back to this stuff.
yeah,
The second time, I think I've gotten off topic today, but that's good for us.
that's all right.
I would say like we'd be curious to know why and like or why not and where else does that happen? Because for such a huge sport, such a commercially popularized sport in America, do you ever see people at a park just throwing the old pigskin, right? Like
Not
literally just
often.
people even throwing the ball. Just like don't even see that much. It's a beach thing for me actually.
Yeah,
I like getting a Nerf ball, the one that whistles.
yeah.
Yeah, the classic one from a kid. I love a good Nerf ball
There you go.
on the beach, launching it 50 yards. Oh,
Oh, dude,
sometimes nothing better.
it reminds me of Uncle Rico. How much
Oh, yes.
that I can throw pigskin over them mountains.
Over the mountains. That's right. That's me with a
Wonder-
Nerf ball.
I could see it. Activate. We need to now have a picture of Uncle Rico with Ian's face over it, just popping up right here.
This arm throws that sucker for
Dude.
miles.
Should we like start to throw in some challenges at Bare Bones that don't require a soccer ball,
Like what?
like throwing a Nerf ball into the net, or
Like what? Like when?
I don't know. I mean, would that be way too random, or like
I could think of less random things.
yeah, that's true.
Granted, God, if we could convert some more football fans, what the heck, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, so we talked about friendship. I think we've kind of hit the nail on the head there for the folks. They get it. I think they get why we feel attached to our friends here at Bare Bones and beyond as we're building this community. Love you all. But now we're going to talk through soccer in the winter for us adults, people in our 20s, 30s that
oh,
you good? I feel like you do that at least once per podcast.
I think so.
But
Kiss it.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. But we've had to get creative as we have been running this group for a few years, and
Yeah.
obviously we're literally starting to turn Bare Bones into a business, which is really cool. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we move forward. But even before, we even considered monetizing Bare Bones, we were like, we just want to bring, you know, we want to bring soccer to the people. How can we do that as much as we can? And we had to get creative with indoor solutions when the winter comes. Some things would just include hitting up, you know, rec centers and being like,
Just paying the fee.
just pay. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like,
And float times we've done that from like last year where we just paid the fee and people would offer money and we were like, it's really okay. Like we got a great deal. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
Just go play and be a part of this.
yeah.
So
And yeah, rec centers have been pretty good, and there's often at least just one of them. So that's your first place to start. If you're someone that even just has a small group of people, you know, 10 whatever, that's like, we love playing together, we want to try to find a regular place, just hit up as many rec centers as you can. You might get lucky. But number 2 is just getting creative with the spaces. And obviously this is where turning a business out of Bare Bones comes, and not at the expense of our community either, because our goal is to keep soccer as affordable or free as possible when we can for our people.
it's the dream, baby.
So number 2 is get connected to your local soccer community. Seek out the people like the Bare Bones, like the Chicano Futsals, like the Barrio Club de Football. Like, all these people are your allies in playing soccer whenever possible.
At least in our city they are.
At least in
So far, right?
yeah. Now,
I think we've been fortunate here. Okay, we can't speak to other cities, but
exactly. And I also just named 2 cities that don't have snow or don't really have weather.
what, San Diego and Austin?
Yeah.
I was gonna get to that point. So
Yeah.
I think they would tell you the same thing. Like maybe some of those people do know what it's like to live in a place that has more seasons or more significant weather change.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like there is definitely a sense of jealousy. 100%. That sees these cities that we're not at, and they're just like, God damn it. They just get to do this the whole year round and not have to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah.
Must be nice, guys. It must be nice.
Must be nice.
We don't have that privilege. So,
Yeah.
the rec sport oppression is a bit more real here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we are forced into doing other things, which most people believe and see that there's only one option to enter one league at X amount of different locations and just do that. And there's nothing else. And you can do it as a free agent. Maybe you know some folks that you can go play with again. Not a bad option. For sure, plenty of people are doing it. We are here to try to disrupt the idea that there is only one way or one option to do something in the harsher months, right?
Yep.
And tell you that with some effort, we can actually create more options that either did not exist yet or just revamping some options, right?
Yeah. Yeah. One of them being schools. We didn't even know what the process. We're playing with children. Yes.
Oh.
That doesn't sound. Nah. Nope.
Nope.
We are
Keep
not.
that in though. No worries. We don't
Keep
cut
it in.
anything here.
Editor, cut that out. Just kidding.
Don't do it.
We're gonna be. We didn't know what the process was like for this, but how did you discover? Like, how do I get on the list to be able to get access to?
Well, the
a
first,
jam?
the first, what was it? I think the thought had just naturally produced in my mind. I think I was like, oh, the rec centers. What's pretty adjacent to that? Oh, it's another gymnasium at a school, right? It's just something like that. It kind of seemed all the same. So I think naturally that idea was there, like in the back of our minds, but we never really stepped on it. What really triggered the idea was meeting our friends at Sons of Pitches. Shout out Sons of Pitches in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we were chatting with them a couple months back, as you know, and that's what really triggered it for me. Was like, hey, like they were able to create their own pickup soccer and league ecosystem. They don't have a Volo there. I don't think they have like another expansive, big commercialized name out there. I think that they have become that themselves. So like, bravo to them.
Yeah.
Keeping things local for them is like super cool too. So, that's what really started it. Those couple months ago when we had those talks with them,
Yeah.
of them explaining to us, oh, we get a rental, we play at this school, this turf field, that turf field, this grass, like whatever these schools had, they created the relationship, told them the benefits of them. I think they've given back now opportunities to the school or to the kids, which is incredible. So they've formed those relationships, and then they just have those fields that are readily available. They don't have to deal with scheduling conflicts and all that crap. It's just good to go, pay us the money. They get to have their community come out when they want. They set the schedule, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized, is like, well, what does the Denver, ecosystem for that look like, right? So that's when we went to DPS, Denver Public School System. Easy as hell application. It's just finicky as all hell to try to find one that is cheap enough and big enough. So,
Yeah.
transparently speaking, that's been a little bit of an issue for us. We're still trying, won't get too much into further details of what's in the works yet, but we're still trying with DPS right now.
We got some opportunities coming winter 2026. So the message there is get creative with what is any space that you could activate as, an adult soccer playing community, and simply, like you said, build the relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what you care about, if you care enough to start your own thing or just to create a new option or more options for you and your friends,
Yeah.
and just communities that you want to play, like, this is what it takes. You just got to think a little bit. It only takes one person to start an army, an empire of finding these undeveloped options or just places that exist that people just haven't pulled the trigger with personally.
That's it.
So, it may seem like it's a whole ordeal, but, and I'll say from our own experience, we've had a billion thoughts of where to play, and we've tried. It feels like a billion places. Again, kind of going back to like why we're so jealous, naturally, about other places that don't have their changing seasons is like, if we want to do what we want to do and have these unique landscapes, these environments, these ecosystems, the communities, like, we do have to do this. Someone has to, right? The opportunities are there. If we're just two guys, if we're just two average Joes walking around thinking, where the hell can I play? Imagine what else anyone could do somewhere else.
Oh man.
With a couple more people.
We're putting the team on our back and saying, what can we do? And that's all you need. That's all you need as a starting point, is people who want to play and the desire to make it happen, So I think the whole point of this podcast was just to educate people on, what we've been doing to build these relationships, to find these spaces, to activate them, and I guess share the possibility of, if anyone finds us out there on YouTube, and let's say they're in maybe a smaller city in the States, and they're like, there's nothing like Bare Bones in my town, but I want to make it happen.
But there could be.
There could be. I mean, hit us up. Like, this is something that we want to do more of in the future, is helping other people start their communities. This is kind of just the beginning of that.
Bare Bones Soccer, Iowa City. Of course.
Dude, Iowa City?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Why not?
My stomping grounds right there.
Why not?
I'll activate with whoever.
It's now up to you to go back home and construct that there now. I'll be here, and Dan will be in Iowa.
Yep.
How about that?
Maybe.
Could you do it? Would you? If there was we're just having fun now, but or are we?
Actually, I might, because Iowa's way cheaper than Denver, living wise.
Probably everything.
Cost of living wise,
right?
Um,
Life wise.
my parents would love to see me more,
Of course. I would love for you to see them more.
and then I could just come out here for bigger events. And dude, before you know it, Bare Bones is in 10 cities across the nation.
Yeah,
know?
this is our Midwest rep now.
I'm coming.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you're in Iowa, I mean, shit, I can talk to literally some of my friends who I've had this conversation with from Iowa who are like, I'm kind of interested in that. How can we make that happen?
Well, the thing is, like, maybe we like to think that in the cities that are, again, like cheaper, not quotation marks, they are cheaper places with less competition, less going on.
Yeah.
You think that maybe those resources would actually be easier to tap into? Like, oh, there are rec centers here. There are obviously school gymnasiums. Like,
Yeah.
what if their rental system is just no competition whatsoever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Denver, for those that don't know, or those that might be listening from outside of Denver, if you are in a Austin or a San Diego, for example, every city has its own different ecosystem, from city regulations and city ownership of certain parks, how big that area encompasses for each city too. Like City of Denver, Parks and Rec is freaking massive.
Yeah.
They own
It's a lot.
so much. So much going on in City of Denver. And there's rules and certain policies and certain things that you need to follow for the city. And it's all there for a reason, as is. You can't escape this stuff really, but in some cities it is also easier. Like, what if San Diego is just easier to do these things? What if there's just less people playing or less competition from other sports or other communities that play other sports, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know. But that's why we want to know, and why we're making these videos, why we're doing these podcasts. We're essentially documenting the bare bones journey and trying to inspire others who are either on a similar path, want to start their own community, or are simply just here for American soccer and, building that culture in the U.S. and in Denver, and saying Denver is a soccer city. So
Remember that.
Know
that.
Yeah.
I think that's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. Good stuff. We will see you all, and as per usual, Ian's going to
Remind the people where we are.
let them know.
Wild Shanky Ciders. Your
Shout
coffee.
out to the crew.
As always.
We'll be back here on the next one, and we'll see you then.